Okay.
Good evening, Earth scum. At least it's evening time by the time we're recording this. It is probably evening time by the time it gets to you, but whatever time of day it is. Hello.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey guys.
I'm here. What?
I just said hey guys.
Oh, okay. My bad. I thought you were talking to me for a second. I was like, "Huh?" But
Mm.
anyway, we have had an interesting I feel like it's been longer than it has. But it's been only been like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, you guys, and me and George are over here, like,
Yeah.
having existential crises with the revelations we've come to and the sciences we're learning and everything we can gobble up about the scientists. And let me tell you, oh, hello, Matthew. I mean, Vibe Daddy.
Hey guys. Welcome.
That.
Okay. So what we talking about this week?
Um, this is going to be the at last episode until what we said, I think, like,
This will be
October?
the last episode until we make a comeback in October. But
Yeah.
do you want me to go into more detail to that weevil?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, you could. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet because with the last few weeks we've all had together, our brains have exploded. Like, I don't know what I've done, but it's mush. So, we're currently working on a project to help promote the kind of continuous research and news and updates and bring keep awareness for the missing scientists that we can't really account for in location or whether or not they're even alive anymore, honestly. Um, but in our research, I figured I would kind of try to raise awareness with my creative skill set by coming out with a series for the 170th anniversary of Nikola Tesla's, you know, um, birthday. So, yeah, I decided to go on a mission and deep dive into a scientist and their work and whatnot because it was rumored, over the years that, certain things he had done had gone missing, certain trunks of work, etc. All the notes he took, all for a while, they were seized under the government, through immigration, basically, it's alien, oh my god, what is it? Alien something protection, which is funny because he's an American, so it really shouldn't have gone there, but anyway. Um, yeah. So, I guess I ended up going down a rabbit hole about what the government did with his work, and now I'm on a mission to make sure nobody forgets about these scientists because the work they've done for the rest of the world, their families, none of it should ever be forgotten about. So we're on a mission to do that, and we plan to release the first 5 episodes in October. But it's gonna be kind of like a little drama to narrate his life a little bit and what it could have looked like from the perspectives we've read, listened to, researched. Um, what we know so far, and the research is getting very in depth. Hey, Georgia, you want to talk about Serbia real quick? What do you want to
Yes.
do over in Serbia?
So I want to go with Five Daddy to Serbia to where he lived, um, where they're buried, his family are buried, to look up things because his father was a well-known priest over there. So we want to know what's going on, and then also going to the museum to try and find the documents and see what the signatures are on there and if they're the same or if they're different. So we need to know what's going on and why they've got half of the documents over there.
Which in our research too, because this is going to be a long podcast, you guys. We have so much to talk
Mm-hmm.
about, especially you, DJ. But for this project, let me tell you, it astounds me how interesting everything is because you're saying recently, as of recently, they only have a couple trunks, which is crazy to me. Because in a documentary I saw with these other men who have already tried to do this, they went and yeah, no, the number was much higher than that. And at the time it was like in the teens. And that was back in like 2017. So where are the other trunks? But that's a whole other rabbit hole we can all talk about later. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're working on this project together, me and Georgia, because we wanted it to be kind of like our first introduction into like what true crime really looks like for us. And this is one of those things because this is a lot of it's information that the government has, released to the American public in certain documents already. But it's really bad. Like it's like worse than I hate to compare it, but like how the Epstein files are blurred out, I feel like it's worse than that.
Mhm.
Information is getting it. It's insane, guys. Like you can look up these documents for yourselves on the what is it, the FBI website or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, if you search in Tesla, Nikola Tesla, you'll get these documents. There'll be three separate tabs you click or links you can click on that have hundreds of documents. But to me as an artist and somebody who draws and writes and it didn't make sense for there to only be like that many. I'm not even gonna lie. Like somebody's hiding. I'm just saying. But anyway, DJ, let's talk about what we're doing for you this summer while we take a break from the podcast. Go ahead, you have the floor.
Okay. So, another project the fall of us will come and two levels first of all. It will turn in my book more minimal and the hit the property into a audio book. Now, this is being done, right away. It will be out sometime in July, but to do that, we need to really focus on that right now and the trouble and the podcast at season one for now. But I do have everyone here voice. Well, not voice acted, but reading parts of my book, and it will be a epic collaboration between all of us, and it's, it's gonna be available on Audible from what I have played right now. It may also be available on like Apple Books from their audio book, but as of right now, I just playing for Audible. Now, yes, my as you have always alluded to over the past month, my book came out this with hopefully will fit the 8th on May 8th, like Pablo here, but last Friday for us. And I have to say, I am proud to get as many sales that I have in the past week of it being out. So that's good for me. And I am working on the second book as well. And in addition, I am working on a totally new book series that I'm not gonna say much about it, but if you look up J.C. Lynn, whom the book holds, it's inspired like that. Now, we do have a little smaller project in the book, and for that, I will turn it back over to Richie, aka the Weaver, to give you more detail on those.
All right. Where to start? Let's see. We have Monster Mondays is something we've still been working on, which on TikTok is every Monday morning we around 9 9:30 we start a live and we create monsters for our monsters manual for Dungeons and Dragons. And how we do that is lately, instead of rolling dice, because I've been having more fun with this way, we pick an animal or a creature or an object or an element, really anything, and we pick attributes of that to add to said creature. Like last time I picked a Honda Civic, like I used 2005 Honda Civic. And we actually made something really cool.
Yeah,
Um But then I think currently what I want to do is to close the gap and to center a focus. I think what I want to do is make either of us look for us on live throughout the day, um,
mhm,
during the week, because we will be gaming at some point.
Yay!
And that's going to be a fun, easy way for us to engage with not just our viewers but the listeners as well, at our own pace, because at this point I don't want to take on too much with what we're doing. And right now I hate to do this to myself, but I have to put something like Earth Scum Feud on the back burner until we have that kind of I think we would need more help than that.
yeah,
You know what
no,
I mean?
I mean,
I know we have been looking and we do have a potential person. But what we might actually have to do is look into seeing if maybe there's an account Pickle Rick would be, okay using otherwise so that he can do it.
yeah,
Um,
I mean, I will talk to people that I, I have his personal number, so
mhm.
I will
I'm
text
also
him.
open to the idea of him hosting a game that he's comfortable with doing too. I can work with him on, or you can even on making sure that we can make it like an Earth Scummy like production if he is willing to join us and actually partake.
I will talk to him because
Okay.
I know he enjoys the Oscom family, And I mean, hopefully, he's someone who's willing to support us, him, and his significant other. So I will chat with him and see what he's willing to do at this point.
All right. You guys might hear Tucker in the background. But
No, I
we
don't
also
hear
have
him at all. Hmm.
oh wow. But we also have something called Earth Scum Gaming currently going. Matt, do you want to talk about that and tell us what that's going to look like for you?
Well, Earth Scum Gaming is still kind of in trial and error at the minute while I'm trying to balance bits and pieces out, but it's slowly coming together. As I know with the routine and schedules, I'm going to hammer down more onto that for it. But with Earth Scum Gaming, I'm trying to rope in and build that wee community of it and trying to get everybody in kind of at their own time, own pace, just to join in a wee game with me. They just show the love really, and honestly, I'm hoping it will build up to help out both parts of the channel from Vibe and Earthscum together. Hopefully they make a bit more, give a few more connections.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I found even the last time I went live, and streamed a game, I had 28 people in there. I was fucking surprised. Like, I was not expecting to have anybody watch me. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a shit gamer. Like, I'm gonna be straight up with all of y'all on the, and all of our listeners. If you go follow my account, Earth Scum One on TikTok, it's spelled, I believe it's a green heart first, and then a three, and then I have an ARTHZCUM1, and then an alien head at the end on TikTok, Earth Scum One. As far as I'm concerned, if you're coming to watch me game, it has to be for my personality at this point because I am a shitty gamer. I'll be real. Like, I'm not gonna be the best, but like,
see,
there is just
see,
you
Jeff,
go watch Vibe. Go watch Vibe. You want a really good gamer? Go watch Vibe.
see, Jeff seems not good, but from what I have seen, she gets intense. She is good, and we played last week with Nicole and another email, and we really enjoyed just hearing her go at it.
I mean, okay, in my defense, in first person shooters, okay, I get really annoyed and upset when someone is camping because they're lazy. There's a difference between camping because you're lazy and camping because you're being smart about the mission at hand. And I hate that. I hate it when there are people, or when they're running from you and you're just continuously shooting them in the back of the head or something like that, and then you just watch them drop, and it's like, why run? Why run at that point?
Yeah,
When it's me, I just stand there at that point because if you get me, you get me.
now
Oh, I
Like,
know that all too well.
I will say the only time I camp is when I know I'm not gonna be the fastest of the squad. I mean, when you watch me, you see me play. I'm not.
that's why I think our team, like, if we did a capture the flag scenario
Yeah,
and you stayed with the flag in defense, and
yeah,
then we had somebody up top on the roof or a roof or something like that,
yeah,
and then they stayed with you to watch the ground, I think we could comprise a team that could quite literally do really freaking well.
And I agree with that sentiment. So,
Oh, absolutely.
I
And I'm a
mean,
heck of a sniper once I mod my guns, for real.
yeah, I
Gavin was watching me yesterday and he was like, "Damn, like I got like 7 people in the row on
n-
arms race." And he
no,
was like, "I didn't realize you were that good." And I was like, "I'm really not though."
now I think we should say that we're not trying to put together a esports team. That's not what we're aiming for.
I mean, could we? We
Really,
could.
you want to put together a team of
I mean,
somebody.
you recommended it. I think we could. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, now to self that open mouth and put ideas in Weaver's head.
Start. I'm already weaving. Already weaving. All right. So before we get into the stories, is there anything I've forgotten about? Because I can't think of any mind frame updates.
um, the only
Um,
mind frame update I have is that no one really do videos for it, and I did walk through. I need to make the time to.
I know. Um, so today for the stories, you guys, I thought it would be fun to pick a keyword, and I picked mine, and I'm ready to go. So I want you guys to think of a keyword for the Am I the Asshole stories when we search at them, because they're going to be within the past month, week, year, whatever. So just think of something.
Okay.
So I'm going to read what mine was, and we're going to pick from the title. Are you ready for the 3 titles?
Yeah.
Yarn.
The first title: Am I the asshole for exposing my sister's fake infertility story with my ultrasound after she announced her pregnancy at my wedding and my mom gave her my toast? That's the first one.
Hmm.
Am I the asshole for saying my cousin's intellectual disability is probably because of the incest? Is the second. Am I the or it's where is it? Or am I the bitch at being mad at my fiance because he won't commit hypothetical incest with me? Which of those do you want me to read?
Oh, hands down the second one. Oh, fuck me. That kind of got me into
Yeah, the
bed.
second one.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go.
Now, mind you, this one was posted 5 months ago. I did the last year. And there are 5.2K upvotes and 985 comments.
Okay.
So this one's going to be crazy. All right. Allow me to weave the fabric of reality for you with this situation. Here we go. Exactly, Tucker. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Am I the asshole for saying my cousin's intellectual disability is probably because of the incest? Throwaway account because I'm mortified. My 21 female parents had a blah, blah, blah. My 21 female parents had a get together lunch among close family members last Sunday. Me and my cousins were adding wedding dates from the piling invites to the calendars to make sure we didn't miss any. I was joking about never understanding the familial ties in our native language, as in how, well, you, or as in how you would call cousins or aunts, or just the word in our language, as I was used to learning those words in English. My grandma, through my mother, was joking about how I am being too Western and was helping me connect how I was related to the people in the invites. Four invites in, me on a roll with being too loose mouthed from all the food I was eating, asked my dad how the father of the bride in the invite was related to him. He said, cousin, and I should have stopped right there. But did I? Nope. I was bored, so I asked him to detail it more. He said, well, the bride's grandfather and his mother are siblings. He paused and added, well, I would also be his bride's father's uncle, too. Now, listen, I know incest used to be a thing. I know it used to happen. I didn't know it happened in mine. So I grimaced and started laughing uncomfortably. My uncle started explaining more, seeing my disgust. Long story short, my grandfather is my grandmother's uncle. My grandmother's mother and my grandfather are all half siblings. I edited it from step to half siblings. I made a mistake in the wording. So my grandfather's dad and my grandmother's grandfather are the same person. Me and my cousins started making those gagging noises while pushing the invites away and grimacing while walking around, and our parents tried overcompensating with excuses. I know they don't owe an explanation for the choices of their parents and the others preceding them. The generation above mine share the same sentiment that incest is no big deal. I don't know why they kept defending it, but yeah. Here's where I said something fucked. I asked my dad if he realizes that his grandfather and his mother's grandfather are the same person. I added it with the, children born from incest have higher chances of intellectual disabilities, right? My cousin added a explains why my brother has that, and I immediately started nodding and said exactly. My cousin does have a mental disability and is nonverbal. Both me and my cousin began screaming at it, or began. Sorry, I'm trying to read what they wrote. Both me and my cousin were screamed at. Both me and my cousin were screamed at and told to come back home later. I know it's fucked to say that, but me and my cousin were just getting more and more uncomfortable. We came back later and apologized, but my uncle and aunt refused to speak to me and my cousin. So am I the asshole for saying that my cousin's intellectual disability is probably because of the incest? Edit. Adding this from the conclusion in the oh, okay, we'll read this one after. It should say update, but it says edit. So what do you guys think? Is she the asshole?
Uh,
No.
um, I'd say it's all because it's not, I don't see it as black or white because incest can either cause, you know, deformities, disability, or not. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance, I believe. Now, the whole concept of marrying within your own family, yeah, no, I'm not for that at all. But saying that it caused their disability, I'm not as for, so it's related to just assume that.
All right, all right. I think that's a good explanation.
Mm.
Matt, why don't you tell us what you think about this? Do you think this person's the asshole?
No. Like, I mean, I would have the same reaction. Like, what the absolute Sweet Home Alabama was. I literally told, like, just like I can't comprehend it properly, if I be honest. But like I feel like I'll be staying well away from that family because it is I don't want to run into like my niece, uncle, nephew type of person later on down the line. But no, I wouldn't consider the person an asshole for it.
See, all right, Georgia, what do you think?
I actually don't think they're an asshole for it. I actually don't. I think they need to get as well away as they can from that person.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. 1 second. Hold on.
Sorry.
Let's see. Hold on. But so I think in this scenario, this person is kind of an asshole. I'm going to explain. I don't think it's the parents' fault that their parents made those mistakes. So I think the way it was worded was kind of really ill thought out and not intentional. Like, I don't want to say like you were intentionally an asshole, but even if it is what it is, like, you don't, the way you said it kind of made it look like it was your parents' fault, but it's not their fault that their parents were the way that they were. You can't put their faults on them. Like that's a generational trauma they already have to carry with them for the rest of their lives, and knowing that, and it's not their fault. You know what I mean?
No, I get
But
that.
like, even if it is true, I think that the way that they said that made them look like a complete dickhead. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I'm trying to think here.
So I've got
Let's
one for
see.
you.
1 second. I want to see if any of these comments. That one basically said what I just said. Let me see. Let's see. Somebody agreed with Georgia. They said, I think this is fair. It's not like any of the people in that room had any say over their family tree having any loops either. Oh, this is a comment under that one. Sorry, hold on. Holy shit. OP must be a teenager. Only teenagers surely could say something this stupid and agree and go, not very bright. Considering nonverbal autism can happen without incest, obviously. They're not very intelligent. Um, let's see.
Yeah, I have so yeah, and we will.
Yeah.
You might find this one a little.
You want me to read it?
I mean, it's quick. I could read it if you want me to, but
I've
You can
it.
got
send.
4 to pick between you guys. I've got one and it says 4 and one of them's got an update to it already.
Oh man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
DJ, if you want to read yours, you can go ahead.
Okay, so my keyword here was anime. And this is from 5 months ago. Am I the asshole for blocking my boyfriend for saying anime is childish?
No. Story over. No, you're not.
Yeah. Story's over. No.
That's why I thought you would.
Immediately no.
That's,
No.
that's why
No,
I
Daddy.
wanted you to hear this. Because
That is
Yar?
crazy.
you and
Right.
I are anime fans, so
So DJ just had one. Am I the a-hole for blocking my boyfriend from saying anime is childish.
No, you're not the asshole for that. You're not the asshole.
Okay.
Just
I actually I dated a guy out of character, but I dated a guy once that got so upset over me not liking season 2 of Death Note's theme song, like at all. I don't like the season 2 theme song.
Yeah.
That he left his house, went for a drive, cried, came back to the house, and told me he didn't know if he could be in a relationship with me anymore.
Alright. So,
okay. I have 4 for you to pick from.
All right, before we get into those, let DJ read his.
yeah. Okay. So, I 21 female in my XBF 22 will have a normal convo, but then I posted on my status that it says that we had to wait so long for Solo Leveler Season 3 to come out. He responded to my status saying, "Child, child, I,
Hold on a minute,
I,
DJ Matt. Mute yourself.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I pissed off, went off on him with insults. Eventually, I blocked him. After breaking up with him, he keeps tearing all of our friends. I'm full of shit. Am I though? No, you're not. We have.
Honestly, just throw the whole person away. Just throw him away. He's too stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He thinks he knows what he's talking about, but he's gonna try to mansplain anime to you like he does. Are you sick? What did he do? Sit in the back of the classroom and bully the nerds who drew anime in their notebooks in high school while he was on like the football varsity team or some dumb shit
Yeah,
like that? That's what this sounds like. Some high school movie bullshit.
yeah, no, like, OP, you have at least two, maybe 4 people here who are big on anime, and we are all in our 20s to 30s, and yeah, we don't think it's challenges at all. Now, we do have some comment.
Before you read that, respectfully, honey, show him that one episode of Full Metal Alchemist. You know what I'm talking about. Just show him. Just fucking show him and ask him,
We,
how childish is that, huh? Yeah,
I
let
know
me just go
exactly which
get
one you're
my
talking
kid
about.
and combine it with an actual an actual dog to save my ass and my job because I'm a selfish piece of shit dad. Let's go do that. Let's go play God. And you want to go do that, honey? Yeah, let's go play with the dog. Yeah, let's go bake you in my little easy bake oven back there and cook up some alchemy and just, create a chimera. That's so cute and childish, right? Fuck off. Continue, read these comments.
got the, uh, I'm gonna read a total of 4 comments. Uh, the, the, and this, there's only one comment here that really makes sense. First comment, your whole post characters. No, it does not. You're the asshole. He's like, no, everyone the asshole here. No, he should have done that, but you went right ahead and put him right with your reaction. And this one might,
I don't like that one because that's stupid. Before you read the next one, that's a dumb comment to make because what are you talking about? He essentially indirectly called her a child too.
yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay,
Okay, what's the next comment?
okay, so this one, total leveling is a clear self-insult, power fantasy for teenage boys, very childish, and I say that as a anime fan, and I say that as a anime fan, but no, anime is as childish as your behavior. What? No.
Okay, hold on. I hope she at least explained to him why. Okay. Here's what you need to do for these people. Unblock him, explain why you feel bad or why you feel the way you do, and then block him again. Because then at least you did verbalize why you blocked him, because then you're not childish. But honestly, people fuck off. And
Uh,
don't, this is no, because this is just like when people say, no. I hate it when people talk about things that they have no idea what they're talking about in the first place. And then when you actually go to correct them or something like that, they give you X, Y, and Z of absolute bullshit excuses as to why what they're talking about is at all accurate. And it's just not, no. And no, because a notion like that, too, depending on how he said it, because she said he just said it was childish, but there had to have been more context to that. It had to have been the way he had said it. There had to have been more to that. And I firmly believe that because this sounds like one of those people that, like, when they think anime, they think like Pokemon, or they think like, I don't know, Hello Kitty, or
yeah.
okay, all the cutesy shit. That's great. But have you watched Full Metal Alchemist? Have you watched Dragon Ball? Have you watched
I
Gurren
mean,
Lagann, have you watched Zatch Bell? Have you watched Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, no.
yeah, no, like, if you watch Flicker Bleach and you also One Piece, how is that traveling? I mean,
It's
come
the stupid notion that only cartoons are for children, and we all know as people, who are a fan of even adult cartoons, a lot of us in
uh,
this group, like that is such bullshit. Because sometimes that shit is so much funnier than the real stuff they try to put on TV.
yeah, no, really. Um, yeah,
It's clever, it's witty, and you just don't want to admit that this cartoon is actually adult rated because you're a child. You, sir, are a child for saying that because the level of dense you have to be to say something like that and to not know what an adult cartoon is astounding to me at that point. Because, like, how much you want to bet he likes South Park? How much you want to bet he's one of those? Oh, this has me in a rage. Sorry, I love cartoons. I don't know what you guys think, but
uh,
I think that guy was the asshole.
so I found a normal interesting comment and
Oh my god, you're gonna kill me.
just hear it out. Animation a girl trip at work here. It's not childish to enjoy anime. It's no more childish than enjoy except a blue from that kind of drama. Yep, you're the asshole only for the both good of info. You could have just blocked and dumped them without the meltdown.
Okay, that's cool. And while you tried to sound yes, 1 second. But while you have probably just typed that comment out from your mother's basement wearing a fedora and haven't showered in 3 weeks. The people of the real world would like you to know that your way of redditing is not redditing, my friend. You sound like a complete idiot. Um,
Hmm.
what do you mean you're right? Essentially, what you just said was you're right, but you should have done it this way. This would have been better. Shut up. Shut up. You either agree with me or you don't. Tell me that. Stop being a dumb bitch. All right, Georgia. What are our
Okay.
options from you?
Some of these are going to really wind you up, Gala. Just what I tell you. You ready? Am
Okay.
I slash how much of an arsehole would I be for breaking up with my boyfriend over something he can't control? Am I the arsehole if I break up with my girlfriend? I'm 19 male and she's 18 female. Oh my god, this is so bad. Am I the arsehole for already knowing that our relationship won't last and not breaking it off? Am I the arsehole? My home wrecked story. Which one would you want to choose?
That last one, inevitably, yes.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first one would really wind you up.
It was
'Cause I
either
read it.
it was one of the last two for me.
The first one would have wound you up because I already read the first one, the first line
Oh,
of that. Yeah, that would have wound you up.
God.
Okay, so we're doing the last one.
Yep.
I've been needing to tell someone the full story, so whoever chose to read this, buckle up because there's a lot to hear. I am a junior in high school. I'm 16 years old and I'm a female who is bisexual. I made this one friend in my sophomore year who also likes girls. Had always thought she was a very attractive person and I would love to talk to her and get to know her more, but she was in a relationship. So I stayed being her friend. I never had any ill will or any bad intentions to break up their relationship from the start. I completely respected the fact that she was in a relationship and thought she was a very cool person in general. So I was more than okay with being friends and just that. So we did just that. We were just friends. I had always still had a certain type of attraction to her, but again, I would never do anything to break her and her girlfriend up. I did my best to respect it. Yeah. Until this year in October. This friend was talking about how she possibly likes somebody else, but she doesn't know what to do because she obviously in a relationship. I had no idea who she would be talking about, but I encouraged her to tell me who it was. We talked about it more over text. And the next week after that, she gave me a written letter. It was 2 pages, front and back, explaining that I am the person that she likes and has for a while. To shorten up what she said, she was saying that she had always found me attractive and always liked me in a way. She just wanted to get her feelings out, and I was okay with it, that obviously. But I didn't know what to do because she was in a relationship. About 2 months goes by, we're all still friends, but she's trying to lean away from her girlfriend and she tries to tell me, her now ex, that she should have known what's happened. She needs to respect her decision and she wants to be with me. The issue is we cheated while I was with we were to she was with her ex. am I the asshole for being a home wrecker?
Mm, Riddle, your thoughts?
Oh, you should see some of the comments. Mhm, mhm. Shall I read one of the comments?
Yes.
A home wrecker intentionally tries to get involved with someone else despite them being in a relationship. You told her she needs to know what she wants first. She told you she likes you. You didn't force her to break up with her girlfriend, but you did cheat, which is wrong. So technically, you are a home wrecker, but you're also not a home wrecker.
Okay. May I just say one
No,
thing?
you're either a piece of shit or you're not. You know what you did was fucked up. There's no escaping that, but it is what it is now. Fuck whoever posted that comment because no. Okay?
Whether there's an
You
update to it.
knew. You
Yeah.
still did it. You can't escape it. You did the shitty person thing. People are a complicated species. Humans are fucking weird, dude. You do weird shit. You fucked up. That's your weird shit for the day, the year, the rest of your life. Who knows however long you last with this person. But all I'm gonna
They've already
say,
broken up.
oh, I was just gonna say that. Watch, they're not gonna last. The foundation of this is not gonna. They're not gonna last. It's not gonna. How long did they last? 3 days.
2.5 months.
Close enough. Okay. Like, am
One
I
of
a
the other
piece of
comments.
shit for cheating with somebody who said they had feelings for me even though they were in a relationship with somebody else? I wasn't trying to intentionally get with them, but by the way, while they were trying to leave said person, she may or may not have like accidentally slipped into my, I might have slipped my dick into her vagina by accident and cheated. Does that make me a bad person? Yes, bitch. You're still a bad person. You did what you did. You got to come back from that if your relationship can withstand it. But I can tell you right now, if relationships found on that foundation are shit, they're shit.
There's
Don't do
another
it.
comment.
Oh, here we
You
go.
did this as responsibly as you could. You did not go after her when she was in a relationship, ensured that she broke up things with her before getting into affair with you. It is easy to feel guilty. You are not the bad person in this case.
They're fucking delusional. If you sit in that mindset, you're just going to do it again. You're just.
Matt, do you have anything to say to that one? Matthew,
But Daddy,
my child. Well, screw you then. Oh no, the first one would have got you. The other one I told you about would have got you. Was struggling to read it, the first one.
I'm frustrated now. I'm angry.
Let me just read you the first sentence of the first one. Am
This
I the
is why
asshole?
Reddit would hate somebody like me
Would I
because
be an
you were a
asshole for
piece of
breaking up
shit.
with someone without his control? Yeah. You ready to hear just the first sentence of it? He
Okay.
yes.
can't kiss me because he might have an STD from his family, and he told me this when we first started dating. In edits, it's not herpes, it's hepatitis B. He said his dad has it and it might have been transmitted through his family.
It's not his fault. It's okay. It's just cooties. It's fine.
Oh, but it gets better. At the end of it, I broke up with him at lunch after he told me it was going through his family.
Ah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. That really sucks because like at least he was straight up and honest with you. He's just gonna have to look for somebody that's a little more in the realm of like
Yeah.
I don't want to say like I guess sexual wavelength or attraction at that point because you'd have to find somebody like asexual who's okay with not having any physical contact. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like it would really just be something that should work for you, but I only laughed because I'm not surprised. Like,
That's
it's but no, you I don't think they'd be the asshole for not wanting to be with that person. Like, it makes sense. Like, I mean, if they think you're the asshole for that, that's insane because you kind of
Mhm.
everybody, a lot of people would like to live their own lives, and that's a big life decision, and a lot of people don't think about that.
So that was two really bad stories.
Matt, are you alive? Did the aliens abduct you before me? Because if that happened, we
A
can't talk anymore. I'll be
child.
very upset with you.
Vibe Daddy.
That's just offensive at that point.
They chose Matt over you.
Hey, Matthew!
Hi. Hi.
Oh,
Go to
look
sleep,
who
crazy lady.
What's up?
you didn't even tell us what you thought of this last story.
Matt.
So, would you guys believe me if I said I zoomed the fuck out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I just read "Am I the Asshole?" My
Yes.
home wrecking story. Basically, this girl's 16. She's fallen in love. She's a bisexual. She's fallen in love with her friend. Yeah, her friend was already in a relationship. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Her girlfriend then writes her a letter to say like she's in love with her. She thinks she's really attractive. All of this. They then cheat, have an affair behind the girl's back. The girlfriend. Is she a home wrecker because she broke them up?
Does she like end up being with her afterwards?
Yeah, for 2 months.
Oh yeah, then yeah, she's an asshole and a home wrecker.
Okay. You
Like
should have
she
seen
thinks
you should have seen Garda's face when she came on camera after I
You
read that. She, I'm
guys, it was
sorry, what?
only you guys, it was only 2.5 months. It didn't count.
Uh,
But I mean,
nah.
There's an update to the
It
story.
sounds like the way that this was like this would be defended. It feels like she'd be like
Garda,
one of
there's,
those like,
there's
it's only been a few months.
Let,
there's an update to the
Please stop
story.
bullying me. Oh, there's an update? Oh, I
let,
need this update.
let's hear the update.
So after we broke up after 2 months, I then found out that she's now gone back to her ex and has made up a lie saying that I had given her an STD when I didn't. She's now engaged to the said ex and is getting married, but she still sends me nudes and tells me that she wants to have it with me every 2 weeks. What do I do?
You fucking cut her off. You block her on everything. Change your number. Move to Mexico. I don't fucking know. Stop talking to this lady.
Yeah,
She's gonna ruin everything for you. She's
yeah.
terrible.
No, you move away, you walk or you don't look at home, but all TikTok and you just let her be. Don't feel any attention whatsoever. And if you do, have your friends yell at you for until you get it through your head.
Mhm.
No, that,
At first, I was listening and I was like, damn, this is great advice. And then you got to that last little bit there, and I was like, oh
you,
So, my child,
you're dirty.
have you got
God.
anything? Is there anything you want to look up? Like, am I an arsehole? What's your word? And I can look it up for you.
um, oh, actually,
yeah, just,
okay, I'll text you the word.
Yeah. What's your word, my child?
You know what? We'll go for furry. I want to hear something funny.
Oh
Sorry,
my
what did you
God.
just say?
We always get one really weird one. Ever since the VeggieTales
Holy,
Coalition curse.
don't,
Furry.
yeah, he said fully, F-E-R-Y.
Okay.
Well, no,
Lou,
we
you
gotta.
can wait.
No, Fury is one R. Furry is two.
So which one is it?
Furry.
Well,
It's two R's.
I just looked up and it's nothing's coming up with that.
Yeah,
Furry.
Yeah.
yeah,
Or you could do do cosplay
Oh,
if you
wait,
have
Yeah.
to. Okay.
wait. But Matt, I've got one.
Oh.
Am I an arsehole? My friend is dealing with a homophobic arsehole.
Oh, let's hear this one.
Oh no.
no.
Oh, snap!
What?
Hi, I'm bisexual. My friend Julie is bisexual. We're both in high school. Today, she told me we became friends a couple of months ago. That this guy, we're going to call him Ryan, who keeps calling her slurs, specific homophobic ones, and has been since freshman year. She's not out publicly, neither am I. Only me, her mother, and another friend of ours. And that friend we call Aria, she only found out a while ago. He has escalated lately. I'm not sure what to do about it. He was pretty cool and not being overheard or slurs. We live in America. Requires two-party consent for records. She has reported him to the principal and teacher. She forgot her camera was on. She thinks she won't really have enough to deal with. Am I the arsehole for provoking Ryan into reacting? Or am I not the arsehole for not sticking up for my friend? That one, I don't know. What do you say, Matt? He's zoned out again.
I'm gonna say she kind of as an asshole for not sticking up for a friend, like, because like it doesn't matter if like
Yeah.
you're on the was it yourself. It's like, come on, you gotta stick up for like a family like member, other than just kind of abiding by it and letting that happen. So I would say,
Mm.
yeah, she's kind of the asshole in that scenario.
Um, okay, there's really not a lot of am I an arsehole for cosplay.
Well, I mean, Weevil, what's your opinion on this?
I would say she's more of an arsehole for not sticking up for her friend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Yeah,
Because you should really stick up for your friend and not.
okay.
I have to agree.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that one. Okay, that was the fourth and final story. Weevil, do you have anything else we need to say?
Don't forget to continue to watch us every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Most of the time, unless it's mentioned otherwise on TikTok Lives or something, if the time changes. But yeah, we play D&D still and we'll continue to through the rest of the year. That's a fun thing for all of us. That's
Yeah.
just something we decided to do because we enjoy doing it. So don't forget to check us out at those times too on Astral Insight, Earthscum Legion on YouTube. And don't forget to check out ESMR for Earthscum React videos and
Yeah.
clips, content
Yeah.
pertaining to gaming, etc. And we hope you have a fantastic summer and we can't wait to come back in the fall. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening. See you later, Earthscum.
Yeah. Bye, guys. See ya.